You get God. You get God. You get God.
Woo!
You
Get
get God.
God!
Wow, what a show!
Another
Second
one!
episode in, and we are already rocking and rolling. Wow.
Woo!
Oh man.
Get God!
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into and let's start with Winterfell, Richard. So
Yep.
what do you got?
Well, Winterfell, nothing really much is going on. Jon Snow got a letter for Tyrion saying, bend the knee, go and see the Dragon Queen Khaleesi and talk to her and just align with her and be all good. What I didn't know was Tyrion really has a lot of respect for Jon Snow. Said that he was a
Yeah.
good man and that, quite honestly, he'll probably do what's right. And Jon Snow agreed to go and see her.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
And
awesome.
then we have Sansa becomes queen in essence, right? Because
Right.
they didn't really want Jon Snow to go.
Right, right,
There was
right.
a big scuttlebutt about that, but then now Sansa, everything gets calmed down because Sansa gets to rule here, so to speak,
Right.
right?
And on top of that, Jon Snow just wants to go to get dragon glass. That's all he cares about. He just wants that dragon glass so he can fight the White Walkers. And I think the people there, when he's trying to convince them, they get it. They get it. And now it makes Sansa feel good that she has the power that she always wants,
Right, right. So Jon Snow leaves Winterfell and goes over to Dragonstone to meet Daenerys, right?
Yeah.
But now let's go in our map and let's move on over to King's Landing.
King's Landing,
Here
Cersei.
we have Cersei doing her little motivational speech, trying to get allies, trying to get some people going on, and we find Jamie talking to one of the guys because they're all hesitant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And Jamie is talking to the Tullys. Now,
Yeah.
this particular Tully is Sam's dad, and we're going to talk
Yeah.
about Sam's here in a minute. But they are very hesitant in allying themselves with Cersei. At one point, we were talking earlier, you and I, that Jamie had asked Tully, What are you here for then? I mean, if you're not going to ally yourself, what are you coming for?" And the Tully
Do I have a choice?
exactly. Tully said,
Do I have a choice?
right, and that's because everybody knows that Cersei blew half of Winterfell out. I mean, half
Right,
of King's
right,
Landing out
right,
on that last little massacre that she did. But
right.
anyway, Cersei also knows that Daenerys has three adult dragons.
Right. So then she goes under this cave.
Right?
And, what I thought was really cool is they have these huge skulls, these big dragon skulls. And I'm like, wow, look how massive these things are. And then that guy, man, he's so strange. I don't know. That guy scares me a little
Yeah.
bit. He's like a weird one.
Yeah,
But then
like
he
a
he
mad
pulls.
scientist.
Yeah, like a mad scientist. He pulls back the bow and boom! You just know that, okay, these things can go down.
Right,
These things can go down.
right.
The dragons can definitely die.
Right. So I think now Cersei feels a little better that we at least have a fighting chance
Right,
and level the playing field a little bit so that nobody has the upper hand because those three dragons alone can just wipe out the entire thing.
right.
So from King's Landing, we're going to make another move over to Old Town.
Aha, Sam.
This is where Sam is now. The whole this whole scene is that decides to play doctor. Now Sam decides he's going to take a stab at this. He's got a connection. He's got a loyalty to the Maester, and here his son is here, and so he's going to go and try to. Dude, when they were starting to cut into that stuff, and dude, that was just some nasty. Oh my god! I'm like, whoa, this is way too much. And then when they tied that to the next scene where the guy's eating the
With the
oh my
soup?
god. All right,
Yeah, that was a
let's
good
go back to
transition.
our map and let's
Okay.
go to Dragonstone. This is where Daenerys is. and she's having a conversation with Tyra. Walk us through that, Richie, on that.
Cool. Yeah. So, she's just laying the law down, letting everyone knows that she's the queen. She even has that little back and forth with Varys, the bald monk looking guy. And, just saying, hey, if you got my back, you better promise to me because I will burn you alive. I thought that was really, really cool. And not to get into predictions, but anytime someone makes a promise, that means they're going. Right.
And that was pretty bold, I tell you.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
That's what I like is that he's here to serve the people.
right. And so,
But the whole big thing about all of that is that they established the plan. They established that the Greyjoys and the Dorne people will go to King's Landing, they will go and attack, and that the Dothrakis will go to Castle Rock, which is the home of the Lannisters. Tyrion, Cersei, Jaime, that's their castle, man.
that's
And
right.
so they'll go there and they'll attack that. And so they really established that, and I really liked that everyone is coming together. They all agreed, even the what was the woman with the queen that
The
died?
Dorn,
No, the other one,
Tyrell,
Tyrells.
the Mama
The
Tyrell.
Tyrells were
I
like,
call
all
her Mama
right,
Tyrell. Yeah,
yeah, Mama
yeah,
Tyrell even agreed.
yeah. And remember when she had that little private meeting with Daenerys and said, sometimes you have to be you are the Dragon Queen and you just got to be a dragon.
A
In other
dragon,
words,
right,
so don't put up with crap. Just be who you are.
right,
On that.
right,
Now, the Queen of Dorne and the Greyjoys are now on the ship, and they're going towards King's Landing. Right.
right, right.
Now, and quite honestly, to be honest with you, Richard, I didn't expect a fight at
Yeah,
this particular episode. But
yeah.
boy, when Uncle Greyjoy comes out of nowhere,
Dude, how about that shit?
oh man,
Bam!
with these
Bam!
ships, I mean, these ships were state of the art. They were like
Huge.
aircraft carriers compared to what the other people were doing, dude. I mean, they were just huge.
Huge.
Yeah, exactly. Huge ships that was just tearing into
Yeah.
that in an all out fight. I honestly thought he was going to get killed on that fight
Yeah.
because I mean they were those. Remember the Queen Dorne, her three little daughters. I mean they were having a heyday with him. Well, I mean,
Oh yeah.
I said this guy's going to get killed on
Yeah.
this episode, and come to find out, he kills all three of the daughters.
Yep.
And keeps the Queen Dorne, and
Yeah.
then that's how I became aware of, this is the gift that
Yeah.
he's going to bring
To Cersei.
Cersei, because if you remember, this is the lady that killed Cersei's daughter.
I don't know if Cersei will do what's that thing? Shame, and like put her in the jail and
Uh-huh.
torture her or whatever. But I felt bad for what is it? Reek. Yeah, Reek came back and Theon went back to his old ways. Something in his head was like, I'm out of here.
Dude, I just felt bad. I really felt bad because he Theon was in a catch 22.
Yeah.
I mean, Uncle Greyjoy has his sister with the knife on the neck. Uncle Greyjoy is a crazy nut job, and
Right.
he's gonna kill her. Theon, the reek came out of him. He just lost it. He
Right.
didn't know what to do, and he was so hopeless that reek came out, and he just jumped out. And now he jumped into the ocean,
Uh-huh.
the lake or river, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But this is going to be one of these, where we're gonna down the road, we're gonna see him come back.
Oh yeah. Just like the snowman. If the snowman survives this thing,
Yes.
he's gonna come out of the nowhere and somehow save and protect Khaleesi Danny and be like, oh man,
Right.
I did it for you. I love you.
Right. Rick, what's your predictions? What are some predictions for like episode 3 or moving forward?
Arya is gonna kill Littlefinger. I think Arya kills Littlefinger. She'll look at her list. Oh yeah, number 12. Yeah, Littlefinger. Oh, you're Littlefinger. Bam. I think Cersei gets information from the Dorne Queen, and Cersei does two things. She puts more military at Castle Rock and takes over the Dothrakis. And that guy, he might have got laid. He got a little sexy time for the
Grey
first
Worm.
time. Yeah, Grey Worm got his love, but
Yeah.
he's out. And I also think that maybe Cersei will attack Winterfell now. Cersei will just go full steam ahead and go towards Winterfell. I think I think we see the White Walkers in episode 3. We gotta recap White Walker. Where are they? Where are they going? Are they going after Bran? Bran needs to come back. He's too pivotal of a character.
I don't think we're going to see Bran on episode 3. I think we're going to see him on episode 4 or 5. Now,
Okay.
remember, I honestly thought, just recapping this whole second episode, there wasn't a whole lot of action. I think they're still laying the foundation.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm thinking, my God, season 7 doesn't have a lot of episodes, so we're going to go in for a heavy-duty ride here at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, I'll tell you, we won't know, and there's one last question to ask is, do you get
God?
Do you?
Woo!
You get God?
Episode 3, we ready?
That's right. All right, son. All right, son. I'll see you around.
Get God!